really excited to get started with this next topic, which is just prompting it with a question. Is the earth an illusion? Is this experience, this reality we are experiencing, is it an illusion? And I've always just kind of pondered upon this ever since I was young, like 7 or 8 or 9. I was like, this doesn't feel real to me. This experience here on earth does not feel real. I didn't feel totally in my body either, so that might have something to do with it. But I was like, this experiencing the world through my eyes is so weird to me. It's so foreign. It feels different. And I was like, I would say this to other people, and they were like, no, this doesn't feel weird to me at all. This is how things are, and blah, blah, blah. And maybe because it was, I feel like I do have a lot of depth as a soul. I've been through a lot of lifetimes, a lot of experiences here on earth. And I've transcended this illusion many times, and getting to know myself as a person, getting to know who I am, that true light, it's so much more real than this experience. And coming from a, say, fourth dimensional being experience as a blue avian, or for example, it's different than coming from different types of beings, I guess you could say. And having these experiences, having these lifetimes has really helped me, at a young age, really know more of who I am more than others, I'd say. Have more maturity as a soul, more experience. But I still would say that I'm still rather new to earth in some aspects, and some things I really need to get better at, and things like that. So it's really, really cool to, see that side of it. But yeah, the earth and the illusion and the illusionary experience. One thing I've noticed is that when I'm around high vibrational people, when I'm in a high vibrational environment, in a high vibrational location where I'm feeling really good and really happy, I'm vibrating in a much higher frequency because I'm in a better environment. And I feel it feels so much more real to me. I know more of who I am. I can see that, and I can express it much easier. So that's what I really like about, surrounding yourself with amazing people. I think it's really important. So getting to the fact, or just being, if you can't find good people, sometimes it's better to know your self-worth, know your self-love, and be by yourself more until you find people that really deserve who you are, that really nurture who you are, and that love you for who you are. And that's okay. People are at different places in their lives, I've noticed, especially with people that are more unawake or a bit more, have more density within their being, or whatever you want to call it. These people, it's okay. I was there too at one point. Of course, during this lifetime and many other lifetimes, I probably was too. So no judgment there, no judgment. It's just important to, notice that your frequency is really important. You are really important. And keeping your energy and your frequency high is important for this earth, for the people on this earth, for yourself, to be happier. It's pretty awesome to realize that. So being around more low vibrational people, you'll have to notice that they don't really understand you or get you as much because they don't really know themselves. Or they might judge you, or be jealous of you, or in some way, because they don't understand. The jealousy, I've noticed, it doesn't help anyone. Really, it's just it hurts yourself because you really don't like yourself, kind of, or you're just kind of looking at the other person. And I find myself constantly having to explain myself and who I am and what I'm about, and my spirituality and stuff. And that's okay. I'm fine with doing that for a little while, but I don't want to be around people like that all the time, because I don't want to have to explain myself and then them not even understanding it, explaining who I am, and they don't even understand it. They just don't understand it at all. They might think they do, but they don't. And they don't, it's because a lot of the time they don't understand themselves. They don't understand who they are. They're just, it's a completely different frequency. It's hard for the other one to see the other. And being in a high vibrational experience, and then sometimes I'll come and I'll talk to people that aren't that high vibrational. I'll notice, I was like, are people actually really like that? Are people actually really vibrating at that level? Like, I didn't know that people still had those belief systems. And it's like almost like when you're up at this high vibrational frequency all the time, you're living in a whole different reality almost. Like if I'm tapping into the fourth dimension and being in the fourth dimensional frequency and fifth dimensional frequency all the time, a lot of the time, and then I come over here and talk to some people that are in the third dimensional frequency, it's different. It's a very, very different. It's a very polarizing experience for me, and I'm really glad that I get to experience this contrast, because contrast in your life really, really does help you, discern what you want in life. And that's what the first part of my life has been about. It's been the contrast. So now I really know where I want to go. But it's really weird too. Like I'll be talking to people that are in an experience where they're not as high vibrational. I love talking to anyone, and I love seeing light in everyone. Okay. I love seeing people do good, and I love that. But just noticing the energy and how it feels, and noticing that some people are at a different frequency, maybe at a lower plane of existence at times. I've noticed when I hang around those type of people a lot or all the time, that things become more blurry. My vision almost, it's like more muddled, and like it doesn't feel as good when I'm around them. These are just some of the things that you'll notice if that happens. Either they're doing they might be doing some type of, they might be drink alcohol or do things like that. And that just doesn't resonate with me anymore. It hasn't ever really resonated with me, but it's not as attractive to me as it was when I was younger, I guess you could say. And yeah, when I'm around high vibrational people that love me and that understand me and that know who I am, it's so much easier. Life is so much better and so much happier. It's like when you grow up in an experience that's not very high vibrational, you're like, is it me? Am I really just a kind of a depressed person all the time? Or is it just the environment that I'm in? And I just can't see who I am in this environment because it's so low vibrational. But I noticed that when I went around people that love me for who I am, and I can express myself without judgment, without any of this, and I can really be myself and hang around high vibrational people in an amazing environment, it's so much easier for me to live life. It's so much more in the flow. It's so much more in the heart center. It's so much more easy. And that's where the new earth is moving. That's where the new earth is going. Is more into the heart center. And that really speaks to me. I love the heart center, and I love the Palladian frequency that's more heart centered. And the earth's frequency is very heart centered as well. And that's where a lot of us are moving into the heart, and a lot of men are doing this as well. Not that many of them, but some of them. Mostly women are, I've had a lot of female role models in my life. And it's because they're more of the heart. I'm attracted to more of that frequency. And a lot more men are starting to embrace this, including me. I love this frequency. And it's the frequency of the new earth. And I really, really love and like it. But that being said, it's important to always focus on the light as much as you can. Because there is a lot of chaos going on in the world. And knowing that we don't have to focus on this all the time. This is just part of the illusion. And you gotta realize that. That's coming back to what this video is about, the topic of what this video is about. That a lot of these politics, a lot of these opinions, these old belief systems, they're more illusionary. Like they're more low vibrational. And what I've noticed is that things in the lower densities, the lower vibrational frequencies, are more illusionary. They are not as real, you know? And things in higher vibrational frequencies, they feel more real to us because they are more real. It's hard to explain it. They're more infinite. It's like the being, but inside of you, the heart center, or your higher self. It is more real than this experience, this temporary, fleeting experience here on Earth. Okay? And that's just one thing I've noticed. And also that the spirit world that when we die, it's more real than here. It's way more real. And well, in a sense, it's more real because it's more high vibrational in the heavenly realms, and where you get to connect with other light beings and angels and source and things like that. So this experience, I feel so much more in my body now that I'm connecting with angels, and because they're more real. It feels more familiar to me, that frequency, that energy, than a lot of the other energies here on Earth. So I think it's important to place your focus upon, who you are and that light within you, because it is more real, it's more high vibrational. And also place your focus upon the amazing beings that are helping us on the other side. Our spirit guides, our angels that are always helping us, my guardian angel Peter. It is incredible, and it makes life a lot easier when they have amazing divine guidance to give us. And they always want us to see who we really are. That's what I've noticed, is they want us to see who we are, the light and who we are. Like Jesus said to me one time, I see the beingness within you. I see that light within you. He says, please only see yourself in this way. And I think it's great that you can see yourself as whole, as complete, because you are that way. It's just here, it just doesn't seem like it sometimes because we're in this, field. But even that it's illusion, it doesn't mean that we can't have fun here, have lots of fun. And there's a reason that we're here, is what I've noticed. There's a reason, there's meaning to it. There's meaning to this illusion. And not being too attached to this reality, some of the things in this reality, like I guess politics and, the chaos and this and that. But really, being grounded in our experience and who we are, you can grow a lot. You can just grow so much as a person, as a soul. And I think that's really important. That's one of the main reasons many of us come here, like 99% of us come here, is because of growth, to grow and to have more experience as souls, and just have fun experiences too. Every experience doesn't have to be about growth, about learning, about knowledge. It can be about fun, having the most fun possible, being happy, being in a physical body and having all kinds of experiences with your physical body, with other people, with the different relationships. It is fun. It's like a video game. Sometimes you can look at it like that. Some people look at it like that. It's still important to feel grounded and to go out in nature and this experience, this temporary experience, I feel, because you'll feel so much better. You really do feel instead of being checked out all the time. I've noticed some people in the spiritual community are like that are very ET, and they really check out a lot. And you just can't get as many things done, and you don't feel as human. Sometimes it's just good to try to be grounded in the human body and feel human for a while. It's really good. I think it's really, really good to do that. And to do things that make you feel human, be in relationships with other people, be talking to other people, and finding cool other people to talk to. Yes, that's most of what I'm going to say today. And I'm gonna see what Jesus has to say. He's going to step forward, and he's been with me a lot recently. He's talking about finding your own path and following the path of light. It's a very brave, courageous thing to do. Not everyone can do this. At times, it takes people many lifetimes to even find this path. He's talking about following your path and knowing what your path is at times and saying, oh, I want to do this. I want to do something with this experience. It's not meaningless. He's talking about you can find that richness, that love, that joy within this experience. It can be very meaningful, and you can have so many amazing, meaningful experiences with other people, with yourself, with nature. Go off and have these experiences on Earth. Life is too short to stay in one place, to be stagnant, to just be with yourself or all the time. It's nice to be with other people. That's what I'm also getting. He's also realizing that a lot of things just happen for a reason. And this coronavirus thing is happening for a reason, whether we like it or not. And maybe it might happen longer than they anticipated it to, or the angels anticipated it to. But everything happens for a reason. And in order for us to move into a better feeling place, we have to go through something that might not feel that good. This virus is here to redirect us onto a different path. As many things they have planned or that have happened for a reason to move us into a path that's more vibrational. He's talking about the earth is moving us forward fast. It wants us to go fast as possible. He's talking in particular about the light workers. He wants us to expand as much as possible, really fast. He's still saying he's pointing to me and say sometimes it's not it's not as good to move too fast. He's also pointing to me and telling me that I'm learning patience, and that we need to also learn patience in this time of a standstill. A lot of people are in a standstill, and sometimes that's good to learn patience. I've had an injury on my foot, my toe, and one of the reasons it really does slow you down a lot. And it makes you learn patience. He's talking about how the earth is always here for us. Always, it's not, it is ushering us forward in a way, but it's always here for us no matter what we do. It loves us eternally, infinitely, even if we don't take this path fast enough or whatever. They're always here for us. The earth is always here for us. He's saying in turn, many of the light workers and many of the people here, we're here for the earth too. We love the earth, and that's why we came here. We heard the call. In conjunction with other light workers, we wanted to help other light workers, other people on this planet. He's talking about how the earth is a beautiful place, and there's a lot of beautiful experiences to be had here. And he's talking about go find those beautiful places, those beautiful experiences here on earth, because there is some. And it's not about where you are, it's about where you can end up or where the journey takes you. Don't be scared. Feel the fear and just do it anyways. Do this path and experience life the way you want to. Take the risks. And and I've been feeling this a lot recently. People doubt you around you, whether it's your parents or whether it's your friends. They will doubt you, and you always got to know that, you know, finding your strength and just pushing forward and doing what you know is best for yourself is really good. Yeah, I was watching this video, and there was this like got bodybuilder guy, and he was talking about how he used to think strength was like how big your muscles are and how strong you are and stuff in the gym. But then he realized that true strength comes from within. The confidence and the strength that comes from within, that's true strength. And that strength of compassion, being able to love others, being in that strength, and be able to be vulnerable and be yourself in this world of there's not enough authentic people in this world. I wish there were more. It would be easier to be yourself. But that's also the beauty we find in like the contrast in between things. It seems like he's almost done, but I'm gonna see what else he has to say. He's talking about give life your all. Give it your all. Go 100% if you want. Because we only are here in an illusion and a temporary experience anyways. We might as well, risk it. He's saying people, especially in my age group, if you're in 20s or even 30s or 40s, but he's talking to my age group as well. He's like, go take those risks now. It's better to mess up earlier in your life so that you'll know earlier in your life so that you can be on track later on. Follow your intuition. Yes, he has one last thing to say, and that your heart will never lead you astray. Always follow your heart. Within reason, of course. He's talking about you may have to be strong at times during this time. It's harder for a lot of people right now. You may have to be strong at times. And say, I can get through this. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm thankful for the small things right now, but I'm going to get through this. And yes, he's saying like there's a beauty from falling from grace at times, from seeing the contrast in things. It gives you a kick in butt, especially in my own life. I'm having this awesome experience with these other people, and then I come back and hang out with people that may not be as awesome, or that it's people I don't like, and then it makes it difficult for me, and then I see the contrast in it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about is the earth an illusion, and have you guys ever thought about this in the comments? If you ever want to just say anything in the comments about this, let me know. Yeah, if you want, when you talk about anything else as well, you can also leave those in the comments, any questions, and I can talk about those. But thanks for watching, everyone. I really enjoyed talking about this, and Jesus came in with a really awesome message today. Thanks.